A black college student who was arrested in a viral video traffic stop is now suing the officers and the city as well. The suit comes after prosecutors declined to file charges against the officers. No surprise there. Tyrone Bowman live, according to ABC News. William McNeil Jr., the 22-year-old college student, violent arrest was captured in a viral cell phone video earlier this year, filed a federal lawsuit on Wednesday against two sheriff's deputies involved in his arrest. The sheriff and the city of Jacksonville, Florida, after prosecutors declined to file criminal charges against the officers in the case. McNeil was arrested during a traffic stop on February 19th after police said he was pulled over for allegedly not having his headlights on while it was raining. He appeared alongside his attorney Benjamin Crump and Harry Daniels during a press conference in Jacksonville on Wednesday where the lawsuit was announced. Quote, "I really just wanted my side of the story to be heard. I hope my story gets heard today," end quote, McNeil said in brief remarks on Wednesday. Court records say that McNeil was arrested and charged with resisting arrest without violence to his or her person, possessing not more than 20 grams of marijuana with intent to use drug paraphernalia, driving while driver's license is suspended, not wearing a seatbelt, and no headlights in rain, fog, or smoke. You believe this? Seriously, do you believe this insidious arrest and charges that were brought against the young man? The demonization of black people by police is sickening. And of course, they think we're not supposed to retaliate, we're not supposed to sue, we're not supposed to have any words to say. We're just supposed to let them run amok over us, violate our civil and constitutional rights night and day, and be happy about it. Additionally, court records show that McNeil was sentenced to and served 2 days in jail for resisting arrest without violence and driving with a suspended license. Crump said on Wednesday that the legal team filed the lawsuit not just because of the violent, brutal attack on this young college student who wasn't violent, but also because prosecutors declined to file charges against the officers involved in this case. Even if, hypothetically, even if the officers were charged, they weren't going to be found guilty. They would have been acquitted. And Attorney Crump knows that as well. Just because somebody is charged with something that's involved in law enforcement doesn't mean they're going to be found guilty. And in most instances, when they're found guilty, somewhere along the line, their records will be wiped clean, expunged, and they'll just go serve in a different county. A lawsuit which was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Florida, Jacksonville Division, accuses the officers of excessive force and alleges that the policies of the sheriff's office and the city allow officers to utilize unwarranted and excessive physical force against an individual who possesses no immediate threat to the officer or to others. The lawsuit also claims that the policies of the sheriff's office do not require officers to report all incidents of force. This policy creates a setting that promotes its officers to engage in illegal or excessive use of force without the fear of encountering any repercussions or consequences, nor the obligation to report such actions, quote, close quote, the complaint alleges. According to the lawsuit, McNeil suffered a laceration to his chin and his lip, a fractured tooth, and a closed head injury that led him to be diagnosed with an ongoing traumatic brain injury. He is seeking a jury trial and at least $100,000 in damages for physical and emotional distress, at least $100,000 in punitive damages, as well as attorney's fees and other costs, the complaint says. You should have sued for $1 million. If you're going to go all the way. Quote, as a result of pending litigation, we would be unable to comment further on this incident, a spokesperson for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office told ABC News on Wednesday. ABC News reached out to the city of Jacksonville, but a request for comment was not immediately returned. The officers involved are named in the lawsuit as D. Bowers and D. Miller. It is unclear if they have retained attorneys. ABC News has reached out to the Jacksonville Consolidated Lodge number 5-30 of the Fraternal Order of Police, or the FOP, which is the union representing the officers, but a request for comments was not immediately returned. Prosecutors announced the decision not to file any charges against the officers in this case in a 16-page memo released on August 13 by the state attorney for the 4th Judicial Circuit Court, which serves Clay, Duval, and Nassau counties in Florida. Officer Bowers conducted a lawful traffic stop and gave McNeil 12 individual lawful commands, which McNeil refused to obey, repeatedly requesting a supervisor and arguing the merits of the traffic stop did not absolve McNeil from following lawful orders, the memo said. There's only one reason why the prosecutors didn't charge them: because they're white. I'm just going to tell it like it is, and I'm not going to mince words. That's the bottom line. All this legalese that they're talking really is tantamount to nothing. McNeil's refusal to provide his identification, registration, and proof of insurance, followed by his refusal to exit the SUV, shows his hands and obey the officer's orders, create a dangerous situation for all involved. No, he probably thought he was going to be murdered. That's why he didn't get out of the car. Crump criticized that decision on Wednesday, saying just because they say it's legal, that doesn't make it right. In response to the memo, the police union defended the officer's actions in an August 13th statement posted on his Facebook account. Of course, the white FOP would defend the officers. That's what they do. This is their statement. When you allow due process and thorough investigations to occur, you get facts and evidence, not emotions, agendas, and politics being pushed by radical people in our community and some elected officials who felt like they had to hear themselves speak before all the facts were known. You know what? That's a bunch of crap, because all y'all were going to do is lie anyway. That's why the media is important, and that's why black people use the media, and that's why we don't trust y'all, because we know what you all do. So Crump and Daniels criticized prosecutors for not filing charges and called on the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate this case in a September 8th statement. I'm going to leave it right there. I will keep you updated on this particular lawsuit as it continues to evolve. Never surrender, never quit.